I want to share with you a story. Not about some glamorous fashion item you've seen on a runway or celebrity endorsement. No, this story is about a pair of trousers. A pair of trousers you've probably never heard of before. You see, fashion isn't just about fabric, fashion shows and runways. It's much more than that. It's the embodiment of ideas, a product of creativity and a spark of inspiration. However, some ideas are created from war. On November 1st, 1814, the East India Company and Britain are ready to storm Nepal. The goal? Military conquest. They're after the mountainous north of the Indian subcontinent. But here's the kicker. Little did they know that the Gurkhas were about to give them a lesson they would never forget. They left such an impression on the British that a beautiful friendship quickly followed. More on that later. General Hastings, who led the British Army, said to be fooled by the Gurkhas, also make a discreditable accommodation with them, would have led to an incalculable mischief. So basically, they had no idea what they were in for. The British thought they could easily defeat the Gurkhas, but let's just say that the Gurkhas had a little bit more up their sleeve than anticipated. See, the Gurkhas are known for being as fearless in combat as they are good-natured in daily life. Imagine the perfect combination of "don't mess with me" and "excuse me, can I help you with that bag?" And I think this sentence sums up the Gurkhas beautifully. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war, which basically emphasises the importance of being prepared for any situation and being ready for the worst-case scenario. The Gurkhas left such an impression on them that by the end of the conflict in 1816, the British drew up a peace treaty with the Gurkhas. Think about that. They couldn't just fight the Gurkhas, they had to figure out how to coexist with them. So in 1816, after the conflict, a treaty of Sugauli was signed. The Gurkhas became more than just feared warriors, they became legends. Historically, the terms Gurkha and Gurkha were synonymous with Nepal, which originates from the Gurkha kingdom, from which the kingdom of Nepal expanded under Prince Narayan Shah, who was the last ruler of the Gurkha kingdom and the first monarch of the kingdom of Nepal. Gee, that was a mouthful. Glad to see you pronounced it correctly this time. Yes, I know, you live and you learn. So what about these trousers you speak of? Okay, so the British, being the British, decided that they liked the Gurkhas' uniform, specifically their shorts. Yes, that's right, the Gurkha trousers started off as shorts. They had a wide leg and a wide waistband, and these cool fabric straps for fastening. They were indeed meant for hot climates and, of course, warring. And the British, always ready to borrow things, so to speak, colonialism, am I right, decided that they liked the look of their uniform. And they named it too, and they called it the British Army drill trouser. The British Army drill trouser. So formal. Anyway, no matter what they called it, it was a practical military item and no one was thinking about fashion just yet. But here's the thing. Most of the clothing we wear today, especially from the gentleman's wardrobe, was inspired by military clothing. What? No. Yeah. Have you ever wondered where your necktie originates from? It's from Croatian mercenaries in the 1930s. Yep, this is why I love fashion. Every stitch tells a story. So here's a few other military-inspired items you might be familiar with. The peacoat from the British Royal Navy in the 1720s. Military service boots, popular since the 1900s. The trench coat, 1820s and popular since the 1940s. Aviator sunglasses and cargo pants from the 1930s. And of course the bomber jacket from the 1950s. So yeah, military style is everywhere, and most of us aren't even aware of it. Now let's talk about the Gurkha trouser itself. Over the years, it went from a practical military piece to a style icon. In the 1970s and 1980s, the Gurkha trouser became a staple of safari wear. The idea was that you could wear these trousers while looking stylish, yet prepared to deal with lions, tigers, and maybe baboons you might encounter on your adventure. They did love a good safari back then. Oh, they did, didn't they? Loved a good safari. See, it's all about the spirit of adventure. Companies like Banana Republic made their own Gurkha trouser and shorts as part of their safari collection. And let's be honest, the idea of exotic adventurous travel was popular back then. Just have a look at some of the ads from that era, and even cinema. The concept of safari was popularized by various cultural media influences, which led many people to embrace clothing that is both functional and stylish. Today you can see many versions of the Gurkha trouser, and some styles inspired by it. Some are made from fine wool, some from cotton and linen, and others in seersucker. But what truly sets them apart, well, it's all about the construction and the many spin-off styles from the original. So why wear them? Well, why not? See, here's the deal. These trousers are insanely comfortable, like really comfortable. They're versatile, whether you're heading out to dinner in the evening with a blazer or in summer with a safari jacket. They've got you covered. And let's not forget, they do add a little bit of je ne sais quoi to your look. Now, you might be wondering, why don't I see these trousers more often in mainstream fashion? Is it because they're bold and not everyone is willing to rock the look? Is it just for the daring, for those who like to stand out from the crowd? Or maybe it's just for the reserved and the eccentric, or the individual who likes to go against the status quo. Whatever category you fit into, it doesn't matter. Anyone can wear these trousers and look good doing it too. I bet you if David Beckham was wearing them, that would have caught on. Boom, instant trend. Yeah, you're probably right. In today's modern world, more and more people are working from home, which means that the demand for formal attire at the office is lower than ever. This creates the perfect opportunity to experiment with new styles, like the Gurkha trouser. They're unique, they stand out, and they can add a stylish twist to your wardrobe without looking too outlandish. So if you're tired of the same old chino and dress pants, why not give the Gurkha trouser a try? It's the perfect time to experiment with fashion. So there you have it, a humble pair of trousers that originated from war, became a staple of military wear, and eventually found its way into fashion history. So if you did enjoy this history lesson / fashion deep dive, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share this with your friends if you'd like. It would really help us out. So until next time, keep your trousers stylish and your adventures bolder, and I will see you in the next one.